What's up, YouTube? Make sure everything is set up. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into it. The thing of it is, it's like when you're dealing with individuals, right? When you're dealing with people, regardless if it's work related, regardless if it's relationship related, regardless if it's a group of people or individuals that you associated with. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I can tell you from my own personal experience, you know, you don't have to like me. You don't have to agree with everything I say or do. You can have your opinion. You can have your standard. But the thing of it is, though, one thing I found out about me, my life, is that I don't work well with disrespect. I do not work well with disrespect. Sean B. Stoller, what do you mean? It's like this, when you dealing with individuals, right? And I'm gonna speak from my own personal experience, you know, um, in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? In a relationship, what I found out real early as a young adult is that when it comes to the beautiful ladies, and like I said before, any woman I ever dated, you know what I'm saying? You are beautiful to me, beautiful. Do you feel? But like I said, I was dating this one beautiful woman, right? And the thing of it is like, when everything is up, when everything is in a good space, it's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, googly eye. You feel me? Can't nothing go wrong. You can't say the wrong thing to me or to us or whatever, right? But it comes to a point where you really start to find out what you're dealing with. It comes to a point where you really start to get an understanding of the personality that you're dealing with. Because, early on in a relationship, everything is ooh, ooh, I love you, and ooh, I like what you do. That whole thing, right? Which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But the real relationship begins when you start having difficulties, when you start having issues, when you start to see the person, the character that you're dealing with. Do you feel? You know? And when you start going through those difficult moments, those difficult times, those difficult situations, that's when you will find out what you truly dealing with. And from my experience, from the situations I've been in, what I can tell you is this. With this one beautiful lady, we just gonna call her beautiful. We don't say no names over here, man. We don't snitch over here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no snitching over here, huh? But with this one beautiful lady, right, I was dealing with at the time, I always been a fly dude, you know what I mean? You can see what I'm wearing now, you know what I mean? Got that orange thing on, you feel me? With the glasses. Ooh wee, huh? Do you feel? But back to the story though. Um, this beautiful lady I was dealing with, when we start having issues, right? Well, let me backtrack. When I met her, I was just coming into, you know what I mean, to coming to like my understanding of myself to a degree where, I was making a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? I was making decent money and I was leveling up and I was starting to figure out things that I like, I dislike, you know, buying things, start to buy a little bit of jewelry and had a brand new charger at the time when they first came out. I'm just like, I'm thinking I'm popping, huh? And one thing I start to notice in my relationship with this Miss Beautiful I was dealing with at the time is that when we start having difficulties, right? It was like with her dealing with me, how she talked to me was starting to become an issue because if we start getting into an argument for whatever reason, right? She will find some way to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Just a certain type of words. Now, I have no problem having a disagreement. I have no problem with us not coming to a understanding. I get that. But one thing that should never be an issue is the respect level that you have for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we get into an argument and then the only way you get back to me is to say the most disrespectful thing, that's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we had a disagreement about something, but you have to go below the belt to get your get back with me? That's disrespectful. That doesn't sit well for me. That doesn't work well for me. So what you need to do is either change your tone, change your verbiage of how you talking to me, or me and you going to have some bigger issues. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me personally, I always been a go-getter. I always had my own spot. You know what I'm saying? Even as a young adult, when I couldn't afford a one-bedroom apartment, I was in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured out as a younger man, as a young man, as a young adult, I couldn't stay at my mama house. You know what I'm saying? I had to get out there and figure it out. I needed my space because I knew I was going to start dating. I knew in my mind I want to be free to a degree where at that time I didn't have any kids or anything. So I need my space, mama. I love you, but you feel me? I need to be around grown folks handling grown folks business, and I can't do that sitting up under you. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no disrespect. I'm just telling you what it was at that time and what it is today. But with this Miss Beautiful, right? It was just always an issue about something. But when it was an issue, you got to find you have to say the most volatile things to me. So you don't respect me at all. You know what I'm saying? If somebody claim they love you, if they claim that they there for you, they're your ride or die or whatever. When y'all have disagreements, it shouldn't be the first thing that you want to do is say something so reckless and disrespectful to me. That ain't gonna fly, man. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we doing? And I'm the type of dude where I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it one thou wow with you, right? I'm the type of dude where, for one, 90% of the time, wherever we stand at, it's most likely my place. Like I said, when I couldn't afford a regular apartment, you know what I'm saying? I got me a studio. So at this time, I'm in my studio, right? She coming over to my spot, right? Yeah, she got a few things here, you know what I'm saying? You know how women do. To my real guys out there, stand up individuals, you know what I'm saying. You know, you got your own spot. I don't care if a woman have their own spot. From my experience, they always gonna leave something at your house. You know what I'm saying? And they just slowly bring over a few things. Next thing you know, they taking up a drawer. Next thing you know, they leaving a hair comb. Next thing you know, oh, I had to get my hair, I had to blow dry my hair. And, at my place, it's just, I want to do it at yours so we can spend more time together, huh? And somehow that hair dryer, you know what I'm saying? That blow dryer get left at the house, right? You know what I'm saying? I know them games. I know. I see you, Miss Beautiful. I see what you doing out here. But back to the story. So I'm in my own studio. She over here disrespecting me. I'm the type of individual, I'm that type of guy where, see, it doesn't matter how well you do things in the bed with me to a degree. I'm going to be honest with you. When I was real young adult, early 20s, yeah, you might have had me once or twice, a few times. I keep it real with you. But as I got older, I started to realize the pattern is like, check this out. If you keep disrespecting me in my house, you're going to have to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why it's important for you to have your own, not to put somebody else down. It's to tell you that, hey, you need to have a respect level for me because for whatever reason this doesn't work out, you gonna have to leave. Do you feel? Now, as a man, I would never come at a woman so disrespectful unless it's wanted to. But that's the last resort for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real gentleman. But that just because I'm a gentleman doesn't make me soft, doesn't make me a pushover. Nah. It's just that I handle things the way I talk to you. It's going to have, a respect level involved with that. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want for me. So if I show you that respect, even in a tough situation, I need that in return. Don't think just because you giving me that, I'm saying, that wet spot, because you giving me that, you know what I mean? You let me dip into that sauce. Don't think that just automatically give you the ability to talk to me however you want to talk to me because you giving me the box. Nah, baby, it don't work like that. Do you feel? You know what I mean? See, that's the type of dude I am. I'll get you up out of here quick. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not feeling that at all. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a respect level for me. You're gonna have an understanding with me, or we can be finished with our relationship. This can be finito. You know what I mean? This can be done and over with. Because I don't tolerate. Matter of fact, I don't work well with disrespect. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? So it's like people, individuals, especially around me in my life, you need to understand a few things for me, about me. We're going to be cordial with each other. We're going to have, our understanding to a degree, especially if it's somebody close to me. You know what I'm saying? because I'm not going to talk to you reckless. But if you take it there, we going to take it there. And you may not like the end results on how I handle things because of that situation I had to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about in relationships. That's why it's important for a guy to really stand on his 10 toes, you know what I'm saying? And really put yourself in a certain type of position. It ain't about who got the most money. It's just having a situation where you're able to maintain regardless who there or not there for you. That's what's important, you know? And on top of all of that, when you a real stand-up individual, when you get into a relationship, they have to treat you a certain type of way because you're not coming in this relationship like you're trying to build something to put yourself in position. Now, of course, it's a gray area to any situation. What I'm saying may not fit your lifestyle. What I'm saying, you may have done it a different way. I'm not here to tell you you did it wrong. I'm just saying, in most cases, based on my experience, this is what I'm bringing to you on how I feel and how I move. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. But it's like, for me personally, I like to be in a certain type of position, you know, and, life happens, situations happen, but my mentality is always the same, regardless what I have in my bank account or what I do not have. I don't care if so, just because if I may not have a lot of money, that mean that situation, it's okay for you to talk reckless to me, to disrespect me because my value, my dollar amount in my account is not to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you're not going to do that with me because I still have standards for myself. I still have standards of the people that's around me to the person that I'm in a relationship with. There's still a terms and conditions with me. Do you feel? You know, you got to always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because in this relationship I'm talking about, I was in position, but she still felt necessary to talk a certain type of way to me disrespectfully. So after I kicked her out, right? Told her she had to go. She was mad, like, "Why are you kicking me out?" I said, "Yeah, because you completely disrespected me. It's one thing for us to have an argument, but you just saying the most volatile, reckless, you know, things you can say to me. You know what I'm saying? Just to get me riled up to do what? You want me to put hands on you? I'm not doing that. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Now I'll throw you on a bed and what I'm saying, we can handle it out, we can duke it out in the bed sexually. I can get aggressive with you in that way. But it's a certain type of level of respect that still have to be understood with me though. Like it's certain levels you should never take a man to if you really love him, if you're in a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? Now, them little boys out there, you know what I'm saying? The mama boys and all those type of individuals, you might be able to get away with that. But when you dealing with a grown man out here that's really out here handling his business and conducting himself in a certain type of manner, it's important for a woman to recognize that, you know what I'm saying, and understand what you dealing with. Because when you're dealing with them little boys, okay, you can play them games, I guess. But when you're dealing with a grown man like me, I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? Now you can always speak your piece, but I still need peace in the house. Do you feel? Huh? I say it again. You can always speak your piece, but I need peace in the. Do you feel? Know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're new to my channel, all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Sean B. Stoller, you know? So yeah, so I kicked her out. You know what I'm saying? Told her get all her stuff, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not taking that, I'm not accepting that. So you either come right or you don't come at all, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna talk to you a certain way. And even through all that situation that I'm describing to you, I still didn't disrespect her. I just told her you gotta get up out of my house because you disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not tolerating that. And because you took it to a level where you making me feel some type of way, I need you to leave my premises, baby. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up out of here. What they say? You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know? So that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So think about that. Think about how you want to be respected, you know? And the real ones that's hearing this, y'all know what I'm saying. If you want to learn, just keep peeping game, man. You know? And it's like you be surprised when you conduct yourself, in either in a professional manner or if you conduct yourself just as a grown individual, not out here on no kid games. You be surprised, at least in my situation, how many people gravitate towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not coming off, disrespectful to you. I'm not coming off like I know everything. It's just that I have standards about myself. I have terms and conditions about myself and whoever I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So you can't never forget that. Always have standards for yourself and stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's all you have is your standards. Because if you don't have no standard, somebody else is going to have you work or live under their standards, or you can have your own and you have people respect that to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is not the same. Not every situation is going to be the same. But when they talk about me, when they talk about Sean, one thing they're going to always say that I was a stand up individual. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who you meet that knew me. Once I became a real man out here, it doesn't matter. The core of me is always going to be the same. Of course, you're going to change up with the times. Yes, of course. But that respect level still has to be there. You know what I'm saying? It has to be there because I'm not taking nothing less. because I don't work well with disrespect, you know? And it's another thing too. Some of your partners, man, some of your partners out there, will be honest with you. You gotta really watch them jokes, you know what I'm saying, with some of your partners that kiki and ha ha. Cause some of it don't be jokes, some of it be real. Some of it be them really hating on you. Some of it just be them want to disrespect you because they feel that comfortable with you, where they feel like they can just say anything to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like some of these individuals out here that you're going to encounter or that you're dealing with, maybe even currently, you got to really analyze your situation and the people you associated with in your life because, you know, some of these folks out here, they definitely not playing fair and they just trying to find a way to better themselves, either off of you or off of what you're not able to do, but they're able to learn from you and build on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for you to have an understanding of yourself first to a degree. It's important for you to understand your own respect level of what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not. Because regardless who you are, everybody have some type of standard for themselves. And you should have some type of standard of people that you associated with, especially if it's someone you bring into your house. Huh? I'm not going to bring somebody to my house I feel like that's very disrespectful to me, that's, always confrontational with me. You think I'm going to bring you back to my house, to my kingdom, to my peaceful place where I lay my head out every night? You must be smoking moon rocks, man. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't bring everybody to, I don't know about you, but I can tell you about me. I don't bring everybody to my house. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that type of leisure with me if we don't have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's important first is having an understanding. And then, okay, after that, okay, we could try to build from there, But we have to have that understood, you know? So open up the lines. See, do I put the link out? Just in case anybody want to tap in with me, you know? It's definitely available for you. But going back to Miss Beautiful though, the more I think about it, right? The more I think about that situation. I mean, it was so many disrespectful moments. I even let her, she wanted to wear, some of my jewelry. So I let her wear it, right? And one time, after she wore my jewelry, or while she was wearing my jewelry, I had like a little medallion piece on it. One day I seen the medallion piece sitting on my bar table, but I didn't see the chain. So I went up to her and I asked her, like, hey, I see I see the little piece, the medallion sitting on the bar table. Where's the chain? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm wearing, my jewelry, especially my jewelry, my chains are real. So I'm asking her, "Where my chain at?" She's like, "Oh, I know where it's at." "What do you mean you know where it's at?" "I have a location for all my jewelry." You know what I'm saying? And that particular item wasn't in, the bag with the rest of my jewelry. So I'm like, "Hey, what happened?" And I knew something was funny, but I just played it off. I'm finna follow her, see what she said. And she was like, "Oh yeah, oh I know where it's at." But come to find out, after I kept asking, a couple of days went by. I'm like, "Hey, where my chain at?" Oh, I got it broken. I was trying to get it fixed. Well, when I originally asked you, "Where's my chain?" Why you didn't say that then? So I consider that a form of disrespect because I allowed you to wear it. You said you wanted to wear it. You know what I'm saying? You lost it or damaged it, and you didn't tell me nothing. You just gonna put it back in the box? You know what I'm saying? So that's disrespectful right there. I should have cut you off. Well, we're not together anymore if you're gonna continue lying. Because one thing I don't accept is anybody around me and you just an impulsive liar. You always gotta lie about just the most wildest things. So when real things do happen, I don't know if it's real or not because all you've been doing to me is lying. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? So it's important for you to make sure folks around you respect you and have that respect level for you. You know what I mean? Because it's like, that's unacceptable, you know? And if on top of all that, if you say you love me, you say you care for me, why not keep it real with me? Why not tell me what's really going on instead of me trying to search and find out what happened? You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous, huh? You know? And speaking of that, man, I got me some food too. I'm gonna have to heat up my plate. You know what I'm saying? And it's another thing too. That make me bring to this. My lady, she work at night, and I usually, get back at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? I work through the day, come home in the late evening. And one thing about my lady, I could say this. You know what I'm saying? We both got an understanding. But what she do is every night, for the most part, she makes sure I got a hot plate when I come in from work. Even though she's about to go to work, she still makes sure I got something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's just her having an understanding of me and who I am and what I'm about. And I love her for that because it's not something I'm requiring for her to do, but she do it just because she know how I don't like eating fast food all day every day. You know what I'm saying? I like coming home to a hot meal. You know what I'm saying? And so, and pretty much most days when I come in from work, it's a hot plate waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? So even though she's getting herself ready for work, she makes sure I got a hot plate when I come through that door. Do you feel? Because that's just the type of man I am. You know what I'm saying? I go up and beyond. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I go up and beyond just the average. So why not have a hot plate wait for me? You know what I'm saying? you know? So that's just a little tip there, man. You out here really moving and getting things popping for yourself. Just imagine what people would do for you. Just imagine what people would do to be around you when you really that guy, when you really that individual that say what they say and mean what they say and go out there and do it, huh? You know what I'm saying? See, not everybody is cut from that cloth, and that's why I'm here to give you that soft. And the ones who gonna get it, they you gonna get it, man. And the ones that's understanding, that has that understanding, it's already understood, huh? Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's like you'd be surprised, man. That's why I say, just make sure you stand on what you stand on. You know, it's very important for that. Huh? Ooh, excuse me. It's a little late when I'm recording it, so bear with me. I'm about to get my plate too, because I'm hungry too. I'm like, we're gonna keep this live going. But I'm about to get that plate though. Hold up. Y'all thought I was playing. I wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? you know? We ain't playing over here. Had to switch my glasses too. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's why I say it's important for you to have your standards, have your terms and conditions out here, huh? You know what I mean? So yeah. Look, I got a little bit of rice. I ain't gonna eat too much rice, trying to watch, you know, lose a little belly fat. So I got the rice, some string beans, marinated chicken, a little garlic bread, you know? I'm just saying, man. Gotta have them terms and conditions out here, huh? Have an understanding out here. Do you feel? Mhm. Did a good job too. I was cracking for sure. I'll take this over McDonald's any day, you know what I'm saying? You know? And shout out to all my subscribers too. New to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, hit that like button. Leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. uh, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, this is popping right here. Hmm. Gotta do it right there. Had to eat a little something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's smacking. Mm-hmm. That's on hit right there. Give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I always say when you have you have that understanding that people around you understand your position and what you about, you'll be surprised what people would do for you, how they will want to help you, especially when you're being genuine, not being disrespectful. Now, if you disrespect me and they get too disrespectful, of course, things will be handled accordingly. But at the same time, though, if you have respect for me, I have respect for you. You don't have to like me, I don't have to like you. But one thing I'm not going to do is just disrespect you, disrespect you just because. And all I'm asking is give me the same respect on the other end as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be surprised how far that would take you. You know what I mean? And it's like to my young guys out there, young gentlemen's out there, young OGs, that's why it's so important for you, for one, to go out there and get after whatever you're trying to get after, work wise, school wise, whatever. But it's important for you to start to build yourself up and putting yourself in a certain type of position. So when you get into relationships, when you get in a relationship, the type of conversations that you will have, the type of understanding that will get understood will help you have a better relationship when you're already in position, or if you're in the process of getting in a position where, you know, you're able to elevate your life, huh? Because one thing I can tell you from my experience with women, especially black women, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's pretty much all I ever dated. One thing I could tell you coming from that perspective of thinking of myself is what I'm, referring to. The women have dated and had conversations with all told me pretty much the same thing. They really respect, or they treat guys who have an understanding of their own self a whole lot different, or the way they communicate with them has a certain type of level of respect involved with it, because they understand what this guy, this man is coming with in a relationship. And a lot of times they don't want to mess that relationship up because they see the potential. They see their future standing right in front of them, huh? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? They see their future right in front of them. And that is you. So they want to treat you a different type of way until you show them that disrespect. And that's vice versa. That's why I say I don't work well with disrespect. But if you be respectful to me, I will be respectful to you. For us to have a healthy relationship, I need that respect factor involved. Do you feel me? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Because once you understand that, and once you achieve that, just imagine how your relationships would go at that point, huh? You know what I'm saying? And even with your guy friends or whoever, when they see that you in a certain type of position in life, watch how they treat you. That's why it's important for you to start to really tap in with yourself, because as you become more successful, that's where a lot of, disrespect can come into play, because especially if it's somebody close to you and they not in position. You know what I'm saying? I didn't said a few gave you a few videos based around that, but that's where a lot of that disrespect can come from a other individual, whether it's relationship based, friendship based, family based. Once you get to a certain type of position that either A, they wanted to have, or B, they can't see themselves having, but you have it, that's where that disrespect can come in at, where it's like, that slick talking, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you think you all that, or just because you got this going on for yourself, don't think you better than me. And it's like, for most people, especially for me, I'm just going through my life. This is not something I'm just doing because you around. Whether I had people around me or not, I would still do the same things on how I handle things. You know what I'm saying? But to somebody else looking at your situation and then looking back at their own situation and what didn't work, what did work and what did not work, now they mad at you because you out here popping. You out here shaking, getting things cracking for yourself, huh? And that's where that disrespect kicks in. Do you feel me? So you gotta be careful with that, huh? Know what I'm saying? We'll be tapping on an hour. Okay, I'm about to shut this down in a minute or two. You know? But I'll tell you, that food was good though. I'm about to finish this once I finish this live, huh? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? When you got that understanding, man. You know what I mean? When you have that understanding in your relationship, hey, then you gonna feel me. You know what I mean? Then you'll be like Sean B. Stoller, you wasn't lying, man. You'll be like Sean B. Stoller, man. You gave me some good game, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not here to give you a whole bunch of fugazi gaga talk. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to give you a whole bunch of nothing balls. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to give you some sauce laced with game, man. You feel me? I'm in here to give you that sauce, man. You feel me? And go on and dip that sauce. Go on and dip that into that sauce, man. You feel me? Something you can use maybe in your everyday or something to make you want to move a little bit different than what you used to, huh? So I appreciate everybody or anybody that watched my live. And if you watch this on the playback, I appreciate you. You know, it's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of podcasters, but you here with me. You know what I mean? So I want to thank you and I appreciate you. I am Sean B. Stoller. Until next time, peace.